the power and relationships, how energy shapes every bond. Have you ever noticed that some relationships seem to uplift you, while others leave you feeling drained? Have you ever wondered why certain people treat you with warmth and respect, while others seem distant, cold, or even hostile? And have you considered this possibility, that every relationship in your life is a mirror reflecting back the energy you send out into the world? These questions are not random. They are the doorway into one of the greatest truths about human connection. Relationships are never separate from you. They are shaped by the energy you carry within. When you radiate love, kindness, and gratitude, relationships bloom in that same frequency. But when fear, judgment, or resentment dominate your heart, those very emotions echo back through the people around you. So today, I invite you to look deeper, to step beyond the surface of words and actions, and to explore the invisible current that flows beneath every connection in your life. Take a deep breath. Feel yourself arriving in this moment. Release any heaviness you've been holding toward the people around you, because what you are about to discover is not only how others see you, but how your energy has the power to shape every bond you touch. Let us begin this journey together. Chapter 1. Relationships as mirrors of energy. Every relationship you have is more than an exchange of words, actions, or time. It is an exchange of energy. The truth is simple, yet profound. What you give is what you receive, and relationships are the clearest mirrors of the energy you project into the world. A reflection in everyday life. Think about the colleague who always greets you with a smile. Do you notice how their warmth makes you feel lighter, and how you naturally want to smile back? Or think about the friend who constantly complains. After spending just a few minutes with them, do you feel drained, as if the weight of their energy has been placed on your shoulders? Now consider this. In the same way that you feel their energy, others feel yours. Your emotions, your tone, even your unspoken thoughts radiate outward and return to you through the people around you. The law of reflection. Others with kindness and respect, that energy reflects back. Conversations flow with ease. Trust deepens, and bonds grow stronger. But if you carry resentment, criticism, or coldness, you will see those very qualities mirrored in your interactions. Not because people suddenly change, but because your energy shifts the entire atmosphere of the relationship. It's as if every relationship is viewed through the lens of your inner state. If the lens is clouded with anger, you see faults everywhere. If the lens is softened by love, you see beauty where others see flaws. In this way, the relationships you experience are not accidents, they are reflections. They mirror back to you the energy you give. Moment by moment, interaction by interaction. This truth may feel confronting, because it reveals that we are never truly victims in our relationships, but it is also liberating, because if our energy shapes our connections, then by changing ourselves, we can transform even the most difficult bonds. And that is where our journey leads next. Chapter 2. The Trap of Focusing on Flaws. One of the greatest mistakes we make in relationships is focusing on what is wrong with the other person. We notice the habits that irritate us, the words that hurt us, the choices we disagree with, and slowly, almost without realizing it, our attention becomes a magnifying glass, highlighting every flaw, every weakness, every imperfection. The magnifying effect, what you focus on, expands. The more you dwell on someone's shortcomings, the larger they appear. It's as if your mind zooms in on their mistakes, forgets the good that also lives within them. Think of a partner, a friend, or a family member. If all you see is what annoys you, the dishes left undone, the careless words, the moments they didn't meet your expectations, soon that becomes the story you tell yourself about who they are. And that story shapes the entire relationship, a subtle poison. This constant focus on flaws doesn't only damage how you see the other person, it changes how they respond to you. When people feel judged, they become defensive. When they feel unappreciated, they withdraw. And so a cycle begins. Your focus on flaws creates distance, and the distance confirms your belief that the relationship is broken. Shifting the lens. But there is another way. Instead of asking, "What's wrong with them?" ask, what's right with them. Instead of criticizing what they lack, notice what they give. The small acts of care, the moments of effort, the qualities that once drew you to them in the first place. By shifting your attention to what is good, you magnify goodness. You create an atmosphere where appreciation grows, and relationships naturally soften and heal. This shift may sound simple, but it requires courage because it asks you to stop waiting for the other person to change, and to change the way you see them instead. Leads us to the deeper truth of transformation. Chapter 3. Change yourself first. It is natural to want others to change. We tell ourselves, if only they were kinder, if only they listened more, if only they respected me the way I deserve. But here is the truth. You cannot force someone else to change. You cannot control their thoughts, their actions, or their choices. What you can change, and what transforms everything, is yourself. The energy of influence. When you shift your inner state, the energy of the relationship shifts. With you, it is like tuning a musical instrument. When one string is adjusted, the entire harmony changes. If you respond to anger with anger, the tension multiplies. But if you meet anger with calm, something softens. The other person feels it. They may not admit it, but deep down they respond to the vibration you bring. Example. Think of a time when someone treated you with unexpected kindness, even when you were frustrated or upset. Didn't their calmness ease your tension? Didn't it make you pause and maybe even lower your guard? That is the power you hold. By shifting your energy, you invite others to rise to that same level, taking responsibility. This does not mean blaming yourself for the problems in your relationships. It means taking responsibility for the energy you bring, because the moment you decide to embody love, patience, or compassion, you give the relationship a new possibility. Others may or may not change immediately, but the atmosphere changes the moment you do, and that is where transformation begins. The journey of change does not end with your own. Even without their knowledge, let us now explore this subtle but powerful practice. Chapter 4. The silent power of blessings. Not every transformation in relationships comes from words spoken aloud. Sometimes the most powerful changes happen in silence. This is the practice of silent blessings. Instead of holding anger toward someone who frustrates you, you pause, breathe, and send them a quiet wish. May you be at peace. May you find joy. May you be free from whatever pain makes you act this way. The shift within. At first, this practice may feel unusual, even unnatural. But notice what happens inside you. When you send a blessing, your chest softens, your breath becomes lighter, the tightness of resentment begins to ease. The blessing is not only for them, it is for you. Because in choosing to bless, you shift your own vibration. And when your energy changes, the relationship begins to change as well. A new vibration in action. Imagine walking into a room where someone has criticized you. Normally, your heart would tense, your mind would replay every sharp word. But instead, you silently bless them. They may not hear your blessing, but they feel the difference. Your calmness unsettles the cycle of conflict. Your quiet love dissolves the invisible walls between you every day. Practice. You don't need a special ritual. You can bless others anywhere while waiting in traffic, standing in line, or sitting across from someone at dinner. Instead of rehearsing judgments in your mind, you send silent blessings. And in doing so, you transform ordinary moments into sacred ones. Silent blessings are seeds. You may not see them sprout immediately, but in time, they bear fruit in your heart, in your energy, and in the relationships around you. And nowhere is this practice more important, more tender, and more transformative in matters of love. Chapter 5. Romantic relationships. Romantic love is one of the most beautiful yet fragile relationships we experience. At the beginning, love feels effortless. Every glance, every word, every touch seems filled with magic. But over time, something shifts. Daily routines replace excitement. Expectations creep in, and instead of focusing on the love that once brought you together, you begin to notice what is missing. The danger of taking love for granted. It is easy to assume that love will always be there, but love, like a flame, must be nourished. When you stop tending to it, when you overlook the small gestures of care, Flame weakens. Think about it. How often do couples argue not over great betrayals, but over small things left unspoken? The forgotten compliment, the unnoticed effort, the habit of criticizing more than appreciating. These little cracks, when ignored, become wide gaps. Shifting the focus, the secret to keeping love alive is not in grand gestures, but in everyday attention. Notice the little things your partner does, the way they prepare your coffee, the way they remember your preferences, the way they show up for you in subtle ways. Speak gratitude aloud. Say thank you more often. Compliments not only for appearance, but for kindness, patience, and effort. When you focus on what is good multiplies. Choosing love daily, love is not something you feel once and then keep forever. Love is a choice you make daily. It is the decision to see your partner through eyes of compassion, to forgive small mistakes, to celebrate small victories, and most importantly, to remember that love is not about perfection, it is about presence, being there fully, sincerely, with an open heart. When you treat your romantic partner with gratitude and care, you create a foundation that grows stronger with time. But love is not limited to romance. It extends to the people who have known you the longest, who have shaped your story, your family. Chapter 6. Family and Close Bonds. Family is where our story begins. It is the soil in which our roots grow, the place where our earliest lessons about love, trust, and connection are planted. But family is also where some of our deepest wounds are formed. Old expectations, unspoken disappointments, and unresolved conflicts can linger for years. And because family bonds run so deep, their pain often cuts the sharpest. The weight of expectations. Many family conflicts arise not from lack of love, but from heavy expectations. Parents expect children to follow certain paths. Children expect parents to understand without explanation. Siblings expect loyalty, fairness, or recognition. When those expectations are unmet, hurt feelings grow, and if left unspoken, they solidify into resentment. The power of forgiveness. Yet even with these difficulties, family holds a unique gift, the power of forgiveness. Forgiveness does not mean ignoring the pain or pretending the past never happened. It means choosing to release the grip of anger, to set yourself free from the chains of bitterness. When you forgive, you make space for love to return. You allow the bond to heal, not perfectly, but authentically, choosing to see the good. No family is perfect, but within every family are moments of care, a meal shared, a sacrifice made, a memory treasured. When you choose to see these moments, you choose connection over division. You choose to strengthen the ties that hold you together. Love beyond perfection. Family. Love is not about flawless harmony. It is about resilience. It is about continuing to show up, to choose love, even when disagreements remain. Because at the heart of family is not perfection, it is belonging. And belonging is one of the most powerful forms of love we will ever know. The lessons we practice within family extend outward. The way we forgive, the way we show gratitude, the way we choose love, these ripple into the larger world. Chapter 7. Relationships with the world. Your relationships are not limited to family, friends, or partners. Every day you are in relationship with the world. Around you, the stranger you pass on the street, the cashier at the store, the colleague you barely speak to, the countless people whose lives touch yours in small, unseen ways. These are relationships too, and the energy you bring to them ripples outward, far beyond what you can imagine. The power of small gestures. A simple smile can shift someone's day. A kind word can ease a heavy heart. A moment of patience can dissolve tension before it grows. These gestures may seem small, but they carry great weight because energy multiplies. Your kindness does not stop with the person in front of you. It moves forward, influencing how they treat the next person and the next, creating a chain of goodness. The invisible network. Think of it this way: we are all part of an invisible web of connection. Every thought, every action, every emotion sends a vibration into this web. When you choose love, you strengthen the threads of unity. When you choose resentment, you weaken them. Relationships with strangers, society, and even the earth itself are not separate from your inner state. They are extensions of it, a reflection beyond self. This is why cultivating love in your heart is so important. It is never only about you. The love you radiate becomes a reflection in the world's mirror. And in a time when division and conflict often dominate the headlines, your choice to embody kindness, gratitude, and compassion evokes an act of quiet rebellion, a declaration that love still matters and always will. When you realize the vastness of your influence, relationships no longer feel limited. They become a sacred responsibility. And with this awareness comes the call to practice love intensely, consistently, and practically. Chapter 8. Practical Steps to Radiate. Love in relationships. Love is not only a feeling, it is a practice, a series of choices you make each day, sometimes in silence, sometimes in action, always in energy. If you wish to transform your relationships, you must give love a form. Here are simple but powerful steps you can begin today. Step 1. List the good in others. Take a person you often struggle with, a colleague, a relative, a partner. Instead of rehearsing their faults, write down 3 things you appreciate about them. Perhaps they are hardworking. Perhaps they are generous in small ways. Perhaps they are simply doing their best. This practice shifts your focus and changes the energy you bring into the relationship. Step 2. Practice silent blessings throughout the day. Send quiet blessings to those you meet. To the driver who cuts you off, whisper inwardly, "May you be safe." To the friend who feels distant, say in your heart, "May you find peace." These blessings soften your own spirit and, in turn, soften the connections you share. Step 3. Begin and end with gratitude. Each morning, think of one relationship you are grateful for. Each evening, thank someone in your heart for a kindness you noticed. Gratitude magnifies love, and love strengthens bonds. Step 4. Give before you receive. Instead of waiting for others to show kindness first, be the one who offers it. Offer the smile. Offer the compliment. Offer the forgiveness. What you give is what returns to you, often in ways more abundant than you expect. Step 5. See relationships as sacred. Finally, treat every interaction, big or small, pleasant or difficult, as sacred, because each one is an opportunity to radiate love, to reflect kindness, to choose a higher vibration. These practices may seem simple, but in their simplicity lies their strength. For love does not need to be grand, it only needs to be consistent. And as we gather all these lessons together, let us move into the final reflection. Final reminder, the glue of relationships at the heart of every connection, whether with a partner, a parent, a friend, or a stranger, while a stranger lies a universal truth. Relationships are shaped by energy. They are mirrors, reflecting the love, the patience, and the gratitude you offer, or the fear, resentment, and judgment you carry. When you focus only on flaws, you magnify division. When you change yourself first, you change the entire atmosphere. When you choose to bless in silence, to forgive with courage, to appreciate the small and the ordinary, relationships transform before your eyes, the thread that holds us together. Love is the thread that weaves every bond. It is the glue that holds families together, the spark that sustains romance, the current that flows through friendships, and the silent gift we offer the world around us. And love is not passive. It is not something you wait to receive. It is something you create, moment by moment, through the energy you choose to give, your power, your choice. So the question is not, will my relationships change? The question is, am I willing to change myself first? Because the moment you shift your energy, the mirror shifts. The moment you radiate gratitude, you invite gratitude in return. The moment you choose love, love finds its way back to you. Remember this, if you want more love in your relationships, you must give more love, not as a demand, but as a gift, not as a strategy, but as a way of being. For in the end, the power of relationships is not found in controlling others, but in mastering your own heart. So breathe deeply, step forward with compassion, and let your life become a living example of how love, quiet, steady, unconditional, has the power to shape every bond you touch. Thank you for spending this moment with Awaken Light Audio. If something today touched your heart or opened your mind, don't keep it to yourself. Share your thoughts in the comments. What spoke to you most? Tell us about your journey, your questions, your breakthroughs, and let us know what you'd love to hear next. Subscribe to stay connected. And if this message could uplift someone you care about, send it their way, because light grows when it's shared. Until next time, stay present, stay awakened, and keep becoming who you're meant to be.